Jackson was moving through this thing faster than a speeding locomotive. Child, I was trying to keep y'all up to date with everything that was happening day by day in this trial, but this thing was moving swiftly. I'm sure the defense was doing their very best for Brandon. We had Michael Garner, who is a digital forensic specialist, come and testify to all that stuff they found in Brandon's search history. Can you tell what bullets came from a particular firearm? And right after that, what NBA games are being played today? And Jared, looking up wedding rings for Artisha. Artisha ain't never gonna be able to say he went to Jared's. On day 5, they brought in the manager from Walgreens. After he unalived that lady and her baby, he took his ass on over there to Walgreens to buy Artisha Valentine's Day gifts, a stuffed animal, roses, and a fucking card. After he threw that baby in the river. On cross, the defense asked if he used his rewards card. They brought in more officers that retrieved the Walmart video, also retrieved the car seat that was left outside by the Walmart dumpster, ring camera footage from Brandon's parents' home where he went home and changed his clothes after the unaliving. Still had that baby in the backseat of the car, too. And then they brought up Lieutenant Jennifer Robinson. She was out doing the search for baby Kennedy. And they asked her, what did she think immediately when she found that hat? And she broke down in tears on that stand and said that we was never going to find that baby. On day 6, the state calls Sergeant Jacoba Boyd. Baby, that man came up in there clean as a whistle. Cream suit, pink tie. He was ready for his debut. He was the lead detective in this case, and he was in the interview with Brandon. He talked about all the different stories that he told. And we know that ultimately Brandon admitted to shooting Danielle, taking baby Kennedy to his house with him, leaving her in the car while he changed his clothes, and then taking her to the river along with the firearm and throwing her and the firearm into the river. Later, they review all of the text exchange between Brandon and Artisha and baby. And baby, he was begging and writing novels. Listen, he did not want to lose Artisha. They later go into the DNA evidence that they had in this case, gunshot residue, and blood splatter evidence on his white socks that he had on while sitting there in that interview. Brandon. And after all of this, the state rests, and we now wait for the defense's case in chief. He calls their one and only witness, an expert in interview and interrogation tactics. That's who they chose to interview. He said that the officers was using threats to elicit false confessions because Sergeant Boyd said he was going to be, he was going to be running from Dix for the rest of his life if he didn't tell the truth. I mean, but where's the lie? Finally, the defense rests. The jury gets jury instructions. They deliberate, come back, and they find Brandon Isabelle guilty on all charges for the unaliving of both Danielle and Kennedy. Good for his ass. They are currently deliberating to see how much time he'll spend in jail, and he shouldn't get any other chance. You know that the defense had the nerve to say, do you think he can't be rehabilitated? Well, you know who can't be rehabilitated? Danielle or baby Kennedy.